The India-Pakistan rivalry is one of the most volatile geopolitical fault lines in the world. Both nations possess nuclear weapons. Their shared history is rife with conflict and mistrust. In early May 2025, the world watched with bated breath as these two South Asian rivals locked horns once again. A brutal terrorist attack in the Kashmir Valley became the catalyst for a dangerous military confrontation. For 5 days, the spectre of a full-blown war loomed large. The latest chapter in the India-Pakistan conflict was a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in the region. It underscored the perils of unresolved territorial disputes and the escalating dangers of modern warfare. The use of advanced weaponry, including drones and cyber warfare, provided a chilling glimpse into the future of conflict. While a ceasefire was eventually brokered by the United States, the underlying tensions remain. The world is left to ponder the possibility of future flare-ups and the urgent need for a lasting resolution. The India-Pakistan conflict is a potent reminder that even in the 21st century, the threat of war remains a sobering reality. The consequences of such a conflict would be catastrophic not only for the region but for the entire world. On April 22, 2025, the serene beauty of Pahalgam, a popular tourist destination in Indian-administered Kashmir, was shattered by a horrific act of terrorism. A suicide bomber detonated himself amidst a crowd of civilians, killing 25 Indian nationals and 1 Nepali tourist. The attack sent shockwaves across India and ignited outrage. India was quick to blame Pakistan-based terrorist groups for the attack, specifically accusing Kashmir Resistance, a militant outfit with alleged links to Lashkar-e-Taiba. Lashkar-e-Taiba is a UN-designated terrorist organization with a history of carrying out attacks in India. India presented evidence it claimed linked the attackers to training camps within Pakistan. Pakistan vehemently denied any involvement in the attack. It condemned the violence and called for a joint investigation. Pakistan accused India of using the incident to further its own political agenda in Kashmir. The international community condemned the attack and urged both sides to exercise restraint. The Pahalgam attack significantly escalated tensions between India and Pakistan. It created a volatile atmosphere that made military confrontation almost inevitable. India, under immense domestic pressure to act, vowed a strong response. Pakistan, meanwhile, braced itself for Indian retaliation. On May 7, 2025, India launched a series of airstrikes targeting alleged terrorist camps across the line of control in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The operation, codenamed Operation Sindoor, marked the first time since the 1971 war that Indian fighter jets had crossed the line of control. India claimed that the airstrikes were not aimed at civilian targets but were precision strikes against terrorist infrastructure. The Indian Air Force deployed a range of advanced fighter jets, including Rafales, Su-30 MKIs, and MiG-29s. These were supported by unmanned aerial vehicles for reconnaissance and targeting. The Indian government stated that Operation Sindoor successfully destroyed several terrorist training camps, ammunition dumps, and communication centers. They asserted that a significant number of militants were killed in the strikes. India emphasized that the operation was intended as a preemptive strike to prevent further attacks on Indian soil. Operation Sindoor was met with a mixture of praise and apprehension internationally. While many countries condemned the Pahalgam attack and acknowledged India's right to self-defense, there were concerns about the potential for escalation. The United Nations called for de-escalation and dialogue. Pakistan's response to Operation Sindoor was swift and forceful. Denying the existence of any terrorist camps in the targeted areas, Pakistan claimed that the Indian airstrikes had caused civilian casualties and damage to infrastructure. Pakistan retaliated with a combination of drone and missile attacks. Pakistani drones, including a significant number of Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2S, targeted Indian military installations and infrastructure along the line of control. Simultaneously, Pakistan launched ballistic missiles, including the NASA short-range ballistic missile system aimed at Indian Army positions. Pakistan claimed to have shot down several Indian aircraft, including advanced fighter jets, during aerial engagements. They released video footage to support their claims, though India disputed their authenticity. Pakistan also asserted that their air defense systems, including Chinese-made HQ-9 and PIM-16 systems, had successfully intercepted a number of Indian missiles. The intensity of Pakistan's response took India by surprise. It demonstrated Pakistan's resolve to defend its territory and interests. The situation remained extremely volatile, with both sides exchanging artillery fire across the line of control. The risk of a full-blown war was palpable. In the modern battlefield, technology has become a game-changer. Drones, once a mere concept in science fiction, are now a critical component of military strategy. These unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, can carry out surveillance, gather intelligence, and even engage in combat, all while keeping human pilots out of harm's way. Digital dogfights have also revolutionized air combat. Advanced algorithms and artificial intelligence now play a crucial role in decision-making processes, often determining the outcome of engagements faster than any human could. This shift towards automation and digital warfare raises new ethical and strategic questions, challenging traditional notions of combat and defense. As we move further into the 21st century, the integration of drones and AI in military operations will only continue to grow. The future of warfare is, undoubtedly, digital. The United States, recognizing the escalating tensions, stepped in to broker a ceasefire. This diplomatic intervention was crucial in de-escalating the conflict. Both sides, weary from the prolonged engagement, agreed to halt military operations. The ceasefire marked a significant, albeit temporary, pause in hostilities. The aftermath of the conflict left a trail of casualties and widespread damage. Thousands of lives were lost and countless more were affected. The infrastructure in many areas was severely damaged, leaving communities in a state of uncertainty. The human cost of the conflict was immense, and the path to recovery seemed daunting. In the wake of the conflict, the political landscape in both India and Pakistan began to shift. Leaders on both sides faced criticism and pressure from their respective populations. The need for a long-term solution became more pressing, as the fragile peace was constantly under threat. The sands of political and social dynamics were shifting, and the future remained uncertain. The conflict provided several critical lessons for both nations. The importance of diplomacy and communication was underscored, as was the need for sustainable peace strategies. The brink of war served as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of unresolved tensions. Moving forward, the hope was that these lessons would guide future actions to prevent a recurrence of such a crisis.